Carolina and Company Live is sponsored by the businesses, organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW21, or its employees.
You're watching Carolina and Company Live. Your source for fun, entertainment, and events. With your hosts, Cecil Chandler and Amanda Sellers. If it's happening in the area, it's on Carolina and Company Live.
And hello, everybody. Welcome to Carolina and Company Live. It is a Monday. Hope everybody had a great weekend. And I tell you what, Amanda.
Yes.
It's cold.
It is cold. And, you know, everyone knows already how I feel about cold weather. I am really just not a fan of cold weather. I like boots. I've got my boots on today. That's great. But enough is enough for me.
I can't handle either. I'm wearing socks now.
That's good.
That is very good.
Good.
I have socks.
You're stepping it up, are we? All right, we have a great show lined up for today. But first, let's check out our weather.
Cecil, Amanda, thank you very much. It is pretty chilly outside. Temperatures right now do not reflect the sunny conditions that the webcam shows because you think it's probably warmer. We're only in the upper 30s at the beach along the Grand Strand, middle 30s for much of the PD. Border belt still in the middle 30s. Check out portions, say Hartsville, only 32 degrees at this hour. Still freezing. Or just reaching freezing, I should say, at the noontime hour. Despite the cloud bank we saw this morning, it is finally pushed offshore. We are not dealing with any moisture, but that means we now begin to shift our focus towards this little bugger out towards the Ohio River Valley. It's an area of low pressure, and with it stretching a pretty long cold front. That is potent cold air behind it, but it's leading to a snowstorm. That's actually going to really begin to blow up in the southern Great Plains out towards Texas, and then it's going to ride our way. The question is, how much moisture and how much cold air will actually make it here? Really, a lot of questions still remain because we are anticipating it to move in on our Wednesday. Watch the timestamp here. This is the GFS, the American model, bringing in the moisture now earlier. This is the brand new run. It's a little more in line with our thinking this morning. More moisture, and it actually turns from rain to snow across portions of the PD and the border belt, but it stays rain along portions of the Grand Strand the entire time. European model, we will be getting a new run of this in about an hour or so. But as of now, it keeps a lot of this moisture in the afternoon hours, and as a result, it stays mainly in the liquid. The exception would be portions of the border belt, which could see a slight dusting of snow. And then one more model, it's our in-house model. It's the one that snow lovers want to come true. It actually brings it in a lot earlier in the day, and as a result, this is actually a brand new model. This is different. This just came in at noon, and we're looking at it together. It looks like a lot more snow across the border belts in the PD. As a result, estimated snow totals could be anything from nothing to about an inch. We will keep an eye on this trend over the next several days as we get closer towards Wednesday. But the bottom line is it will be a Wednesday thing with only about a 30% confidence in that snow forecast. It's going to be cold today. It's going to be cold on the other side of that front as well. Keep that 30% chance there on our Wednesday. But look at that. Next weekend, 64 degrees along the Grand Strand, even the upper 60s inland.
Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. Today is Monday, January 15th, and it is Martin Luther King Day. Today is the day we celebrate Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
That's right, and it's also Champion of the Month Day.
All right. Okay,
Whatever that
birthdays.
is. Okay.
I don't know. Champion of the month.
I don't know.
That's you.
That's me?
Ooh. Yeah, why not? Birthdays.
Go ahead.
All right, 1971, we have Regina King, 47 years old, TV sitcom 227, movies A Cinderella Story, Daddy, Jerry Maguire, and also appeared in the Big Bang series.
1981. Pitbull, 37 years old. He was born. Armando Perez, singer. He won Billboard's Music Award for Top Radio Song, Give Me Everything, in 2012. And you know what? I actually like his music.
Really?
I do.
Okay.
All right.
I can't ever tell if you're serious or not.
I'm serious. I'm serious on that
1987, Kelly, 31 years old, wrestler born Barbara Jean Blank, WWE Divas Championship in 2011, cast member on the reality series Wags.
I've been thinking about getting into wrestling.
You gonna lose.
All right, let's go. Today
Let's go. You're gonna lose.
I'd lose. Today in history, it was 1967. The Buckinghams began recording "Don't You Care." Great song.
All right, 1974, Happy Days premiered on ABC TV.
Yeah, it's in reruns now, and you can always check it out.
Absolutely.
All right, from Know It All Department, where you learn something, here's something hard to believe. To me, it is. Apple has more operating cash than the U.S. Treasury Department.
Really?
Boy.
Wow. I mean, I guess
Wow.
it's not that
Well, you
hard
got to
to
think
believe,
about it.
but
Everybody's got Apple phones, all this and that.
yeah, when you relate it that way, I guess. Do you have an Apple Watch?
No,
Oh.
I don't have one. I'm sorry. My son has one.
I don't have one.
That's it from the Know It All Department today. We got a great show lined up, some fun stuff. It's National Strawberry Day. Hey, Cold Stone Creamery is here.
I can't wait. We'll be right back.
And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. All right, we've got a new meteorologist in, and he's working the show that we work.
That's right.
So we thought it'd be nice to have Zach on and find out a little bit about him.
Absolutely. I love it. We've got a 4-person full-team weather team.
Finally, right? It's been a while.
We're really excited about that. So, Zach, first of all, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from, and how'd you get into meteorology?
Well, I'm a military brat, first and foremost.
Traveled
I've moved
everywhere.
around. Traveled everywhere. I've been around the nation, around the world as well. I've been very lucky and fortunate about that. I studied meteorology at Florida State University. I graduated in May of 2016. It seems like forever ago, but it really isn't that
So you just
far.
graduated?
Just graduated, essentially. And then after that, I took my first job over at our sister stations, KFOX and KDBC, the CBS affiliates in El Paso, Texas.
El Paso.
El Paso. So I was the meteorologist out in El Paso, and then by luck, it just so happened that this worked out, and we moved from sister station to sister station. So now I'm here in Myrtle Beach.
That's a great opportunity that Sinclair,
Yes, I know.
Sinclair
Sinclair's
gives
got
us.
unbelievable number of stations. You can be with them all your life.
That's
and
right.
move all
Yeah.
over the world.
So how do you feel about living at the beach?
Oh, I love it. I
Have you
love it.
ever lived at a beach before?
Yes. I mean, being in Florida,
Sure.
you have
Right.
the beaches anytime, anywhere you want to go. You've got the Gulf, you've got the Atlantic. So I'm excited to be back at the beach. I'll tell you what, the desert was interesting, but you miss the humidity, you miss the water. Everybody talks about, well, we have lakes nearby, but lakes just
Not the
same as the beach.
Lakes are great, but it's not quite the
I don't
same.
think
Exactly.
desert would interest me. No, living. I don't think so. The beach is great. I've been
beach
here.
is great.
I moved here in 2000 out of Darlington, not far down the road, and we love it. It's
That's
a
right.
great place. You got everything in the world going on.
You sure do, and
perfect.
I grew up here. This is home, so the beach is something I've always known. So welcome to
love
the
it.
beach, first of all.
I'm so excited.
Welcome, and you are going to be working Good Morning Carolinas with
Yeah.
Crystal and Matt, correct?
Yeah, I will be, absolutely great crew. I was here all last week learning from Brooke Laser, who's our weekend morning meteorologist
Sure.
on Good Morning Morning Carolina's Weekend Edition. She was filling in last week, learned a whole lot from her, got to know Matt and Crystal and all and the entire crew, and today it just felt like a family, and that's what you want.
That was your first day today.
First on-air day today, yeah, so I'll be back Monday through Friday.
Fantastic.
Right,
they are a lot of fun. They have a great time in the mornings. Good Morning Carolina is great.
my
If you guys
goodness, yes.
definitely check it, 5 o'clock in the morning. It's
Of course.
early.
Yeah,
Are you
it
used
is.
to that morning shift?
Have you been? Yeah.
Back and forth. You know, being the weekend person over in El Paso,
Got
you
it.
kind of fill in for everybody when they have the time off. So I'm on morning shifts one time, evening shifts the next day, weekend shifts. So I'm kind of happy about just having a steady schedule now.
Consistency is
Consistency.
fantastic.
I'm not
Absolutely.
moving back and forth.
I did the morning show for 13 years, a show called Cecil's World. We went out and I was on location at 5 o'clock, and you just get used to it after you keep doing it.
You do, and coffee's your best friend. Coffee, having some breakfast too, you're good to go.
Fantastic.
All right.
We
Zach,
are
thank you,
glad you're
buddy.
here with
Glad
us.
to have
Thank
you
you for
here.
sitting down with
I
us.
to have you
appreciate
here.
being here.
All right.
All right, more coming up. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. Locals sitting down remembering the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. They reflected on what life was like before the I Have a Dream speech.
That's right. ABC 15's Madeline Montgomery shows us how Grand Strand beaches weren't always open to everyone.
Black, colored only, faucet, white only.
A different South Carolina, changed with the help of one man.
I look forward to the Dr. Martin Luther King holiday that lends itself to us looking back at where we were, how far we've come, but in recognition of how far we've got to go.
Harriet Ross, Benny Swans, and Fred Johnson all lived through the Civil Rights era and remember the South during times of segregation.
I marched. I was arrested many, many times.
Ross said the NAACP had to train activists to protect themselves from police.
We had to brace ourselves so that we won't be injured. So we endured a lot as civil rights fighters.
Fred Johnson, now the pastor of Sandy Grove Missionary Baptist Church, remembers when Myrtle Beach didn't welcome everyone.
In Myrtle Beach, you couldn't go in the ocean unless you worked. You had to have on a uniform.
Even the street his church is on now would have KKK rallies.
Klansmen used to come down this street right here. Yeah, and just mess things up.
All of these memories making Benny Swans more appreciative of where we are now.
This is our most integrated day in Myrtle Beach, with black folk and white folk and brown folk, and Christians and Jews and Gentiles come together. And as Dr. King would say, free at last, but free from racism and discrimination and freedom for all.
In Myrtle Beach, Madeline Montgomery, ABC 15 News.
Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. All right, there's something strange going on in Myrtle Beach's Ripley's, believe it or not. We're talking fertility statues.
Yeah, that's what they're talking about. And I'm telling you, this is just a little, it's amazing because who we have with us
I know, it's
from
pregnant.
Ripley's is pregnant.
Right.
It's the best part of the whole thing.
Did you touch the statue?
They just started talking about bringing them to Myrtle Beach, and
Yeah?
I think it was osmosis.
And
It
it
came through
just
the phone. And I'm pregnant. So.
And there are some other ones too, people.
There are actually, whenever this is their third world tour, there's some of
Yeah.
our most popular exhibits. And whenever they originally went to Ripley's in 1993, we had a baby boom. It was 6 babies born to the office just of Ripley's from people
Really?
touching them. And they even said the last time they unloaded them, the 2 guys that unloaded these in that location got their girlfriends pregnant.
No way.
Whoa. So if anybody's
pretty
looking to get pregnant, you need to go down and see. Are they already set up at?
They are. They're set up. They're outside, so it's free to actually get to see them and to touch them. And so they're right out on our lobby. And we invite anybody. I would say touch with caution. I don't know. They sound like they definitely work very well, but they are legendary statues. So
they're right there at Ripley's, believe it or not.
They are right
now,
down
where
on
do
Ocean
these
Boulevard.
where do these come from, and what is there a legend behind them?
There is. They actually were carved by Ballet tribesmen back in the 30s, and it's one of those where they were always meant to. The legend is you put them by the door as you're to the bedroom door, and you touch them whenever you walk in there, and then that would be all you needed in order to get pregnant. And so these things have been so good with getting people pregnant. I think it's a pretty good chance.
Oh. So if anybody, and it's free, they're outside. All you got to do is go down on the boulevard to Ripley's, believe it or not.
Yep, right there
And-
on the corner, big
yeah.
lime green building.
And you can just kind of rub the statues.
Yeah, we hope you come in inside and see all of our new exhibits we've got and everything going on.
What else do you have over there now?
There's always something changing. Of course, people love our big car parts, robots, and all that kind of thing that we have inside and interactive. We also do have Ripley's County Days coming up. So if you're New Hanover, Horry, Georgetown, or Brunswick counties, you can get in for $5 to all attractions. That's the 19th through the 21st of January. So, and that includes aquarium as well. So
really, that's a fantastic deal.
Well, I'm gonna tell you. You know, when you look back and you think about all the myths and things that happened, you know, if this thing has had, y'all had so many pregnancies after this thing came up.
We actually were in the newspaper the last time they came to Myrtle Beach about 15 years ago because that woman was working there. She had her daughter, and her daughter in turn started working for us when she got old enough. So.
Really? That's fantastic.
So I don't know if she's going to touch it this time or not.
All right, so if you can find out more about it, right there at that website.
That's
Go
it.
to it and find out a little more about it.
All the information you need to know.
And so now, Beth, you are pregnant with a
little boy.
Little boy.
Yeah,
Awesome.
So he's coming in May.
And you've already got a name?
We're thinking about Braden. I think that's what we're going to do.
All right.
Yeah.
We didn't mean to out that if that was not something you shared. Surprise, everyone.
Surprise, Mom and Dad.
Yeah.
We appreciate you being with us every time something at Ripley's Aquarium or believe it or not at a haunted house, something she always brings it to us and lets us know about it.
Absolutely. So go see these. How long will they be here again?
They're going to be here until mid-March, like March 18th.
All right, and then coming up, I guess it's this weekend, is the $5?
From the 19th through the 21st. So just show your local ID if you're part of one of those counties, and you can get in for $5 plus
So
tax.
up until March, there'll be a lot of people, women, getting pregnant.
They actually send us their hands and stuff that we can actually rub on the statue and send back to them, like pictures of it. Just
no
they
way.
feel like that even that power works for it. So I would say touch with caution.
Thank you, Brittany.
One
Appreciate it.
finger. All right, it is National Strawberry Ice Cream Day. We're going to celebrate. Cold Stone is here. We'll be right back.
And welcome back. Today is National Strawberry Ice Cream Day, and every time there's a national holiday dealing with food, we have them on the show.
Absolutely. We got to eat lunch. I mean, come on. No, we love having our restaurants and stuff on the show. Right now, Cold Stone Creamery. Now, I've got David with me, and you all have many locations up and down the Grand Strand. 3?
Yes, we have 3 locations, one at the Market Common, one at Broadway at the beach, and one on the north side between Tanger and Walmart at Arcadian Shores Commons.
Now, Market Common's a big one. You get out the theater, everybody's got to walk over there and get some ice cream.
Prime location. Perfect.
It sure is.
Everyone, they go relax, watch a movie, they're ready to eat ice cream when they're coming out.
I've waited in line there for a while because it's so busy, because it's so good. People love Cold Stone. What is the idea behind Cold Stone? You have the big cold
stone.
What is it? Stone in front of you?
So the idea is we make all our ice cream in store, so it's fresh made every day, very high quality ice cream, and we make it the way you want it. We mix it on the stone with whatever you want, candy, nuts, fruit, whatever you want in it.
What is this, David?
So that's a strawberry banana rendezvous. It's strawberry ice cream with graham cracker pie crust, bananas, and strawberries.
All right, I'm going to try this one. Now, what am I getting ready to eat?
You're eating a strawberry blonde, and that one has graham cracker
Strawberry
pie crust,
blonde.
strawberries, caramel, and whipped cream.
Oh,
so
wow.
Whipped cream always makes it.
So if somebody
better.
comes in and says, "I want chocolate with some cookies and all," you make it up right then.
We can make whatever you want, whatever flavor you want, whatever you want in it.
Well, that's amazing. All right, looking over here, check this out. Woo-hoo!
Tell us about this. What is this cake? And obviously, we can buy this at Cold Stone. You guys do ice cream cakes.
Yep, these are ready to go in the freezer, and that's called Strawberry Passion. Has layers of strawberry ice cream with graham cracker pie crust in it, and red velvet cake, and it has a layer of strawberry puree, which makes it nice and sweet.
All right, David. Now, what made you want to get in the ice cream business?
I worked in manufacturing for about 20 years, and my wife was sick of moving, so we had to find a business and settle down, and there was a good opportunity on the first Cold Stone I bought. And
which one did you open first?
The Market Common was the first one, and so it worked out where we expanded and bought some more on the Grand Strand.
Well, that's great. All right, now, what is your favorite ice cream? What flavor?
Sweet cream is my favorite. It's the simplest. It's one of the original staples of Cold Stone.
Yeah.
And it is just... It's not too sweet, but it's sweet enough. It's
What's
perfect.
yours?
Mine, I love chocolate and vanilla and all that stuff. I'm just a normal guy.
You like Oreo, right?
I like Oreo.
Cookies and cream or Oreo?
Yeah. Oreo cookies.
Mine, mint. Plain mint ice cream. You guys have the best mint ice cream. Don't put anything in it or make it into a milkshake.
Check him out.
Absolutely fantastic.
Check him out right there in Market Common, right next to the theater. Go to the movie. Come over and get some ice cream. David, thanks for being here, bud.
Thank you.
Thanks for being with us. Really appreciate it.
I want some of that cake. All right, stay with us. We'll be right back. I've been doing television for 45 years, and I've done a lot of different things, but let me tell you, I really love doing Carolina and Company Live. Every day it's something different. We're talking about things in the PD area, we're talking about the Grand Strand, and we're talking about North Carolina. And I've worked with a lot of people over the years, but working with Amanda is great. We really click together. If I can start talking and saying something, she'll finish it up. That's how good we work together. How much longer am I going to be working? Well, I hope Amanda and I are working together for a long time doing Carolina and Company Live.
We're fighting over who has to come back and talk at the end of the show. I said, you go, I'll go, he goes. Anyway, all right, National Strawberry Ice Cream Day. Definitely check out Cold Stone for sure. Take the kids. Oh, they're off school today. Take them to Cold Stone. Right on.
If you need a birthday cake, they get your birthday cake, whatever you need.
All kinds of stuff.
We thank you so much for joining us. Look, it might be a little cold this week, but you can always sit down in the house, watch us at noon,
That's right.
or catch us at 10 o'clock on the CW.
That's right. We re-air 10 o'clock every night, CW 21. Y'all have a great afternoon. We'll see you later.
Bar.
Carolina and Company Live is sponsored by the businesses, organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW 21, or its employees.
And coming up today, welcome to Carolina and Company Live, because in just a few minutes, the Humane Society is going to be here with Pet of the Day.
That's right. And also, Jennifer is here from A&I Fire and Water Restoration.
And we're also talking about the... I'm sorry, I lost. And coming up in just a few minutes, right here, Carolina and Company Live. And today, the Humane Society is here with Pet of the Day.
That's right. Also, Jennifer from A&I is here to talk about all tips you need for fire and water restoration.
And there's a new restaurant in town, Beach Warmers Grill and Tap Room. They're putting together a coffee and